Now I know that if you're about to plaster yourself all over the internet, you might want to, you know, like wear something appropriate or, I don't know, brush your hair, but what are we reviewing? It's in here. Actually, no, I don't like you. This, my friends, is Vincent. Vincent and I go way back. Oh, no, it's not a violin. Oh my gosh. You think, why do you need to make a shitty review about a violin? We all know what a violin is. Well, you clearly don't, because this is a viola. What is the difference between a violin and a viola? Here, I've put these pictures in for your comparison. It's simple. Cool. Now, first of all, in spite of the questionable nomenclature of some of the parts, like your F holes and your G string, it's quite a pretty instrument. Little side note, if you're vegan, don't even bother playing this instrument because this baby is horsehair. Yeah, it's pretty, but let's bring out this little boy. This little boy is small. Can you see the difference? Every time I tune this thing, I'm worried a string is gonna snap and like hit me in the eye. So if you're a string player and you did not have that fear, you're welcome. I'm not putting the shoulder rest on because I'm lazy. Don't do this thing. Damn it, stay. This is why I hate this thing. Who designed this? Where the hell are you supposed to slot it into your body? Unlike a wind instrument that you just poke in your mouth. If you do this, it's bad. If I put it here and let go, that's bad because it's gonna fall and smash all over the floor. If I put the shoulder rest on, alright, well, this is not a violin shoulder rest. If I put the shoulder rest on, then the theory is it inhibits the vibration of the body of the instrument, causing less resonance, so a lot of people will play without it. Oh, baby. Ugh, sounds like a cat dying. Who am I kidding? I need a shoulder rest. I don't have a stick up my ass. Assuming you can get this thing to just chill here, it's not that hard to play. I'm getting distracted. I wanted to review the design of this instrument. It's bad. Not only is it incredibly difficult to learn how to play this thing tension-free, how is this a normal way to hold anything? And once you get it right, it looks pretty swanky. Once I was at a gig and my bridge just like snapped off. Just went plop. So that was a thing. On the one hand, it's so beautiful to play and it's really expressive. But on the other hand, it sounds horrible for like 10 years. It's screechy, it's disgusting. If you don't learn it right, you're probably gonna have problems for the rest of your life. Like, I'm wearing too many clothes to show you, and I'm not that kind of channel where, you know. But this shoulder is higher than this shoulder, and I think it's from years of playing, as well as other boring stories about my life that I'm not gonna go into. What was I talking about before I started wallowing in self-pity? Oh. Benefits of playing. So when I do need a string line recorded, I can quickly record it at my own home because string patches sound like when I compose, I already know how a string player thinks because it's intuitive, because I played this instrument for multiple decades. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, so thanks for asking. Other benefits are the social aspect. I love playing in orchestras, specifically symphonic orchestras. I loved all the different timbres and all the different people in the orchestra. More the timbres, some of the people were assholes. But that said, some of the friends that I've had the longest are friends that I made through music. The disadvantages are the incredibly steep learning curve. It'll probably look like this if you try and hold this thing for the first time. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. And it'll probably sound like that for years. One thing I like to do is act like I'm playing the cello. I've never watched Game of Thrones before, but I think that's a theme song. What I actually wanted to do is play both at once. Cases! Ideally you want to get a case that looks expensive, so that it looks like you know how to play this thing. Not like this. Like this case looks expensive. Oh, flip man. Don't. This case looks expensive, and it was. It looks so swanky. When I open it, you're like, hey man, that chick knows what she's doing. And she does. So I'm not fooling anyone. Huh. But I could. Cases are really important, especially if you travel a lot. I like to have a zip thing here. What the hell's this? Spare strings. Always have spare strings. One time I was at a symphony gig and the audience was coming in and the orchestra was seated. My C string just snapped. But But luckily I had spare strings, so I quickly just fetched my string and then changed the string on the stage. But back to the case. Here I've got some rosin, pencil, eraser, because I still use paper music like a Philistine. This is a practice mute because practicing sounds horrible and it really muffles the sound. This is another mute. It's much smaller. Here's another type of mute. It's got a lot of resin on it. Whoops. Oh, the stories I could tell you from playing this thing. The orchestra shenanigans, the band camps, the teachers. The trauma. A lot of trauma. Those are the days. If you're on the fence about learning this thing, I would suggest don't. It's a pain in the butt. It's really rewarding if you like practice and stuff. Playing the piano averagely is fine because you can play along to songs, you can accompany people, you can play chords. Playing a string instrument averagely serves no one. It sounds like don't do it. If you want to dedicate some hobby time to doing something rewarding, I'm not sure that the effort versus reward curves are in your favor regarding string instruments. Look, I don't know what else to say, but this wouldn't be a video about a viola if it didn't have a viola joke. What's the difference between a viola player and a pizza? A pizza can feed a family of 4. Ooh, this might make a good thumbnail picture. Oh, balls. Come on, little violin. We're gonna hang out together. This is why I film when no one's at home. Alright, there. I think that's my picture. Oh, balls. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, yeah. Ah, no, it's not important. Goodbye.